Hello, this is Jerry, and I'm with Bare Nutrition and Herbs. And I just wanted to share with you that we have our 14-day mini detox coming up June 7th. So I just want to share some information with you because this may be something that you want to do. We do quarterly detox groups. We do a 30-day detox group every quarter. We also listen to you, and we added a 14-day mini detox. So we had really great results with our 30-day detox. The average weight loss that we got with that is anywhere between 8 to 16 pounds. But we had a lot of people reach out to us and say, you know what? I don't know if I can commit to a 30-day. And I totally understand that. So what we did was we put together a 14-day mini detox. We did our first mini detox a month and a half ago. We completed it, and it was really, really good. And we had participants lose 7 pounds within that 14 days. So I'm going to share a little bit about detoxing, why it's important, and why it may be beneficial for you to join this detox. So, first of all, one of the things I just want to share, if you are having symptoms of, do these sound like you, first of all? Achy joints, aches and pains anywhere, muscle aches, brain fog, fatigue? Are you having more headaches than usual? Are you suffering from allergies? Are you gassy and bloated like all the time? You just can't figure out why your stomach is getting bigger and bigger and feels uncomfortable. Or have you been told by your doctor or healthcare practitioner that you might have an autoimmune condition or chronic diseases that we all know about, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, even things like migraines, asthma, if you are suffering with acne recently or for a while, or even some of the more hard to deal with ones, things like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's, acid reflux, arthritis, any of those issues and more. Basically, a detox could actually be your solution for some of these problems. And that's not to say that it'll, in 14 days, we're solving all these problems. That's not what we're saying at all. What we're saying is 14 days could be the jump start to where you realize, oh my gosh, when I eat this and do this and don't eat this and don't do this, I feel 100 times better, or I had way more energy. I didn't have the same aches and pains. I wasn't having the level of migraine and headache. It's so surprising. It's wonderful for you to actually figure out what your issues are. 14-day detoxes, any of these detoxes, they really allow you to pinpoint and kind of be your own research scientist for your own health and your own body to really see what works for you, what doesn't, and then you continuously add on to that. So many people think that a detox means you have to fast, you have to constantly be hungry, you have to deprive yourself, or sometimes even the opposite. People think that you have to drink all these specialty concoctions and, oh, I don't want to do that. It's not that at all. I mean, there are some that might be like that, and they may actually work. Our detox is not designed that way. A detox is actually a carefully designed meal and nutrient repletion plan. And that is how Bare Nutrition and Herbs really puts our plans together. That is the focus that we use. And so we really focus on reducing sugar and things that turn to sugar. And this is so important because this is one of the key things that make all of those symptoms and those kind of conditions I talked about earlier happen in the first place. Um, the other thing that we really work on in our detox programs is working on limiting toxins and then supporting the body so that the body is more enhanced to use its own natural cleansing properties. That sometimes, they end up slowing down or we get overwhelmed just because we're getting older, or maybe these detox pathways get overwhelmed because we're stressed out or we're depleted from overuse without replenishing. Essentially, what we're going to be doing in this detox and in all of our detoxes is we remove the bad stuff and we replace it with the good. And what you'll find is a lot of people are already doing a lot of good things, but we make these little tweaks that make it so much easier to get the results that you're looking for. So I am going to be there for you every step of the way. I am a registered dietitian, I'm board certified, and I'm also a nutritionist and an herbalist. And so I have a master's in herbal medicine and I have a bachelor's in nutrition and dietetics. And we I have put together a whole program for you that just works very, very well. And if you follow it to a T, people that have followed it to a T, and when I say to a T, 80 to 100%, if you do it 80 to 100%, that means you're basically a B to an A average, right? If you do that, you are going to get the results that you want. And these are the people that do that, they tend to lose. These are the people that came to me that lost like 12 pounds, 16 pounds in the 30 days. But even if you do it 50%, okay, that is an F average. However, for school, but for detoxing, it's not an F. It is good enough. And those are the people that they did it 50%. They stuck with it. They put their all as much as they could give at the time. Those are the people that maybe they didn't lose, the full 7 pounds in 30 days, but in 14 days, they lost maybe 2 or 3 pounds, but they gain so much energy. They also gain more knowledge about what they can and cannot do through the week and how to support their family and their meal planning and their shopping so that it really supports their energy and their sleep, all these things. So I'm saying all that to say, you don't have to be 100%. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be a little bit better every single day. Okay. And I'm going to help you do that. So let me just tell you what's included in the 30-day detox. I keep saying 30-day. We're doing the 14-day, but it's similar items. So what you're going to get in the 14-day detox is a Bare Nutrition and Herbs ebook. And in this book, we have step-by-step guidance on why and how to detox effectively. And what I have found is when you know better, you just do better. So this is why we do a lot of education. And then we provide a curated recipe book that you can also go to. So you can use those, or you can use variations of recipes that you already have. What we do is we meet once a week for education. And this really gets us on a plan, a solid path where we know what we're doing, we understand how to put it together, and we can actually put it in action. And then from there, we do a weekly 20-minute morning exercise 3 times a week. And it's so simple. You'll be so happy with your progress. We also meet and do live meal preps once a week. And this helps us to just take action. It also helps you to put into practice some of the recipes and the foods and the meal plans that we have in the actual meal plan, as well as come up with different snacks and taste different foods that maybe before you hadn't considered. All right. We also have a weekly Q&A. So these are sessions that are less formal than the education call. They're optional, so you don't have to feel like you have to, oh my gosh, this detox I was on every single day. Nope, you don't even have to do that. So we meet up, but if you have questions, you want to be a little less formal, you can talk to other members in the group. You can share your experience, and your highs, your lows, all those types of things. And we just make it work. All right, from there, we also have unlimited email for follow-up. So you might find on Tuesday night, it's 10:30 and you're like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing for tomorrow. Send me an email and I will respond back to you. And we make sure that we stay on track. Also, I send you daily stay on track message reminders through your text. And it's for improving hydration and stress management. So these are things that just kind of keep us mindful through the day for the 14 days. A lot of people said that this little small thing made all the difference in the world in their detox when they did it with us. They really said that it helped them It made them really see how many times or how long they would go stretches without taking breaks to be mindful, or maybe not having anything to drink, and how just those little things kind of boosted their energy through the day and really let them see how much more time they need to take for themselves. And it doesn't have to be 24 hours, 2 weeks of time, little 5 minutes, 5 minutes that they realize I deserve 5 minutes to take care of my mental and physical health. And so these are things that we just slowly add in. And the more we do it, the more we cultivate it. The more we cultivate it, the more it becomes a lifestyle, because these are habits that are just dug all the way in. And the more it's a lifestyle, the more and better you're going to feel and the healthier you're going to be. So let's also take a look. Once you finish your 14-day detox with us, we do an award ceremony for those who have taken it all the way to completion, because we want to congratulate you. We want to share in your success. And so we always have that. And let's look at why detoxing is extremely important. So the first thing is you feel better. Point blank, you just feel better. When you detox, you usually wake up feeling more vital, you have more energy, you feel more alive, you feel more joyful, you just feel full. And most of us don't actually connect that what we're eating is affecting how we actually feel. Did you know that it can take up to 4 days for symptoms to show up if you're sensitive to something, anything, any food that you eat? So you could eat something on a Monday, but start developing headaches on a Thursday from what you ate on the Monday. And we don't put those together. And it could be a constant that you're keeping to having to keep this cycle going. And then the other reason why we want to really work on detoxing, for a lot of people, just want to lose weight. So you might not want to lose weight, and that's fine. Detoxing is still going to be great. I do it all the time. I don't want to lose weight. I want to continue to maintain the weight that I have. But we have lots of people that might want to lose 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. And this is a great jumpstart for that. I'm going to read you a word for word quote from Mark Hyman, because he says it better than anyone. And I really enjoyed the way it was put, so I want to just say it. So anyway, Mark Hyman says, the problem is that the scientific establishment is different from the established science. And this is particularly around weight loss. Let me just say that again, because this kind of covers all realms. The problem is the scientific establishment is different from the established science for weight loss. So the science says that sugar and flour calories are very different. Sugar and flour calories are very different from other calories that we take in. First, they trigger addiction and overeating. Second, they spike insulin and inflammation, and that makes us store lots of belly fat, and it blocks our ability to actually feel full. So then, we get on this wheel and we eat and eat and eat. Also, sugar calories are worse than whole, real food calories. This is why on the B&H detox and most detoxes, or most well curated detoxes, you're actually eating a lot. You're eating, eating, eating. You're not going to be hungry. You're never going to be hungry. I've even had some people do the detox and say, it was so much food, I didn't even feel like I needed to eat that much. But it's a repletion meal plan. So we do want you to eat. But my point is, when you're eating real food, whole foods, primary source foods, you can eat a lot of them and you don't gain. Your body will take you to the place where it needs to be in terms of weight based on your height. All right, so now the other thing that he said is sugar calories spike insulin, trigger inflammation, and the double whammy guaranteed to mess up any attempt at long-term weight loss. So when you detoxify, you eliminate many of these toxins, particularly the straight sugars that are basically holding you a weight hostage. That's the bottom line. So for 14 days, we're jump starting that our whole process, cutting out those simple sugars, cutting out that wheat flour sugar and those inflammatory triggers. And you're still eating comfort grains. Don't worry about that. You're still going to be eating comfort grains. So you're going to be satisfied, but you're just going to be really pleased with how energetic you feel, how wonderful you can move forward, and how much you can kind of dig into really jump starting metabolism to do the reverse. Another thing, so that's quote unquote Mark Hyman. Thank you for that. I couldn't have said it better. So the rest of these here, we definitely want to detox because it helps to get rid of cravings. Part of the big reason is because by cutting that flour out, which is really addictive, and cutting out that sugar, which is extremely addictive, we start to improve. And so if you are overweight or obese, have ever been shamed about your weight, or about how much you're eating, it is, I'm going to just say it, a lot of times it's just really not your fault. It's just the food quality, the food industry, the sugar, and the different flavoring additives and profiles that have been put together to actually make you want to crave more food. Those are real. It's a food industry. The goal is to sell food-like products, okay? And this detox is to basically get us off of that wheel and to get us out of that mindset and just to get into this bigger mindset that really supports health, wellness, true weight loss. So join us because it's going to be really great. Another thing that people have found with detoxing is it eliminates some food sensitivities, because we do pull out certain food groups for a time that tend to be, again, really inflammatory. We pull them out for a little while. The nice thing about pulling them out is you get to see, what does my body do when I'm not eating this, this, and this? And a lot of times people find, I feel so light. I felt so energetic. I didn't have these aches and pains. They started to go away. And so then you can start to really adjust your diet and your meal plan, even after the detox, to continue in that vein. Also, detoxing, it just gives us a reboot. It lets us start again with the body that, we were put on the planet to have, and to eat the foods and support that body with those foods that we were put on the planet to eat. All right. So a lot of times, the best way to do a big reboot reset, especially with detoxing, is just cut it all out. We're going to cut the sugar out. We're going to cut the processed foods out, the caffeine and the alcohol. And I'm going to show you, I have several different things that you can use, cutting the alcohol out and using herbs to help decompress at the end of work. Because I understand, I do understand. If I cut the alcohol out, what am I going to do at the end of work? And it's like, it's a need. I understand it. What you're going to do, and you'll be very surprised because I've done it and I was there. Okay. And it is so doable, but there are different teas and herbs. You can start these today if you want, really. Some of the nervine teas, if you mix things like with ginger, with things like passion flower or catnip, milky oats, hops, valerian, all of those mixed together, they can be really, really supportive. You will find, oh my gosh, they just make you feel peaceful and relaxed, and you can kind of get your evening going and just decompress from work. So there's lots of ways that you can not have to drink alcohol to kind of decompress at the end of the day. Same thing, getting up in the morning. What you'll find is the foods and the meals that we put together for that first morning upon rising, you'll find them energizing because they have lots of protein just to get you going, get your blood sugar going nice and steady and long, instead of spiking up and then dropping down. So we have lots of things in our meal plan that really help you with that reboot. We also are nurturing other aspects of health. And the biggest one is breathing. Just, are we breathing? Are you breathing deeply? Are you breathing shallow? Are there different ways that you can try to breathe? Are you different exercises that you could do to support? Also, we focus on sleeping and getting those circadian rhythms as more robust. Granted, we only have 2 weeks, but there's still things that we can do in that. So we're aiming for more and better sleep. And I have some things that also will help support in that area. Also, detoxing will help you get to the root of some of your motivations. So, because you'll quickly start to feel better and be better and have different experiences, you'll actually know what it feels like to feel good for a minute and maybe kind of get rid of brain fog, maybe get rid of those cravings, maybe the joint pain reduces, the fatigue starts to go away. A myriad of different symptoms might start to slip away just in 2 weeks. Like, it's that simple and it's that real. And just feeling that sometimes can just help you stay on that little train of, you know what, I felt that way, when I did the detox. I'm going to keep following this little ebook. Just do it. Finally, the most important piece, and the reason why we always do this detox as a group, is because use your friend power over your willpower. There's been lots of studies that have shown that people tend to lose weight and do better in groups, and they lose more weight, or they make healthier choices in groups that are supportive and with people that are doing like-minded things. So we have this group to use as a support. Lean on us, we lean on each other, and we just make it work. Okay, so check us out. It's the 14-day detox, the Bare Nutrition and Herbs 14-day detox. It's going to be June 7th. That's when it starts. And you can go to www.bearnutritionandherbs.com. And that's bear as in the animal. So it's BEAR, nutrition and AND, herbs.com. And it's all of the words together, written straight out.com. And just click on our 14-day detox, sign up. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. And I just look forward to working with you and hanging out with you during that time and just helping you reach all of your health and wellness goals. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.